Oh, man. I will never forgive your ass for this shit. This is some fucked up, repugnant shit.
You're listening to Comics Podcasting on the edge of civility.
So you know what? My whole point is fuck Connecticut.
Why is that, I ask hesitantly.
You should know better than that. Is your button on? Speak up.
Yes, my button is on.
You're such a doof. You know, you can never just play in and have fun.
So,
What's wrong with you?
Who knows?
I'm mad about living in Connecticut and being a nerd.
Okay, you have a lot to be mad about.
Well, sure.
But what specifically brings this to rest today?
Apparently, there was some kind of fucking riot, so to speak, which was probably about 5 people in New York, of all fucking places, which is only a 2-hour train ride away. Whoopity crap.
So, my understanding is that you're upset that you weren't there for a riot.
A lightsaber riot, apparently.
All right, well, that suddenly makes a lot more sense. What the Sam fuck is a lightsaber riot?
Sam fuck? Really? That's what you got for me, Sam
I've been working
fuck?
with it.
It's some kind of, lightsaber battle. There's a bunch of nerds, and they run around, and they fight each other in the middle of downtown. I mean,
Whacking
1,000 fucking people showed up Saturday night in Washington.
5 people my ass, apparently.
In Washington Square Park, and just start fucking wailing on each other with lightsabers. You'd get arrested if you went down to the Green in Guilford and started swinging a lightsaber around.
Yes, you would.
Why?
Because you'd be insane. This only works even in New York because there's 1,000 of them. One person standing around bashing other people with a lightsaber is going to get arrested anywhere. That's normal.
I don't believe that.
No.
I do not agree with you.
You know what? Drive up to New York. Take the train even. Hey, and make a day of it. Bring your lightsaber, because you do own one.
Yes, I do.
And just start whacking people with it. See how long that works out.
You're not just randomly whacking people on the street.
Well, that's what you'd be doing in any small town green.
No. You'd have a couple of partners anyway. I mean,
you just made the point. One
flash
person.
mob.
Flash mob. Wow. Wouldn't that require getting
a following of sorts that might actually agree with anything we could cook up?
Either that or the Top and the Prankster.
The Top and the Prankster.
Well, Gorilla Grodd. Isn't that the Flash Mob?
Fuck you.
Slow build, bad joke. Yes, that's how I bring it.
Just so you know, kids, this is episode 85.
Is it really?
And I've rechecked it. It is, in fact, 85.
Oh, good.
It's not like last week where we were like, and it's episode 80 for the...
Episode Mumbledy Pig.
It is 85, which means we're closing in on the big triple dig.
Triple dig?
It's
the big triple dig?
Triple digits.
No, it's would be before that sentence. So. Oh, no. I see what you're doing.
We're closing in on the big triple digits. You doof.
You had a dash in there that really made for a longer pause than I anticipated. It's like that Sesame Street thing.
Moo. Moose.
And you're making fun of me going, ha, 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 he.
Well, that's all you did was just laugh. I mean, you weren't even laughing. You were stage laughing. Ha, ha, ho,
Until
ho.
it turns into a real laugh.
Well, eventually, one day.
Exactly, that's the whole point. You just don't go walking on.
Fucking peanut galleries.
I need a beer.
Yep.
Anyway, what was the point?
Digits.
Oh, yes, 100 episodes. We're closing in. What do you want to do for that? You want to do something cool? You want to do a giveaway?
You want a drink?
Yeah, we'll drink. Sure.
Okay, then I'm fine with whatever.
Well, then let's give something away. What do you got?
Well, you just got this awesome Batman birthday present.
No. You're not giving away my Batman birthday present. My 4 seasons in one box with a cel-shaded acetate cover.
I can't believe you spent enough time looking at it to be able to perfectly describe the form of the picture on the cover.
You don't need that. I mean, you've seen cartoons. You know what a cell is. You know what the shading on a cell is. It's cell shaded. Whoopity crap.
No. You brought acetate out there. You did a little research.
You know what it's made of. You picked it up.
I didn't know that.
That's because you're a doof.
Then doof is not working.
I like doof.
Doof is food spelled backwards. That's just weird.
Should I go the full doofus then?
Well,
Because you're a doofus? Is that it? Is that what I have to do?
And you make fun of Sam Fuck. And we've hit a new low. Yay! And it's early. All right, so what do you want to give away?
I don't know. What do you want to give away? A bunch of comic books? A few... Battlestar Galactica books.
We do have 2 Battlestar Galactica.
No, we won't do that to our 4 fans.
Well, we could make a pack. I mean, maybe we could find something signed in each collection that we can spare.
I'm not giving away my signs.
It's the 100th episode. Make a sacrifice, you giant weenie.
Why I gotta sacrifice?
I said from each of ours.
Give away a signed.
I've given you a couple.
It'll be a recent signed.
Fair enough. Well, yeah, no, I mean,
It's not going to be my Joe Staten Millennium.
No. That was signed relatively recently.
That was last year.
You do have
last October.
You do have a Simonson signed Thor?
No, that's never happening. That isn't ever fucking happening. I'm not giving that shit up. We'll figure it out. Kids, send us an email. What would you want us to give away? Realize that we're fucking poor.
Hey, also, let's bear in mind here, if you send an email, no one's ever done that. You pretty much put yourself at the top of, I might receive this back.
No, John's done it.
John, yes, our one lone we never heard from again despite begging.
No, I heard from him. You just don't look in the Gmail account, so you don't know.
We have a Gmail account?
Yes, we have a Gmail account. I used to mention it at the end of every episode until I decided to put a fucking automatic disclaimer in there about it.
Really?
TheMeanerGeek@gmail.com.
It does sound familiar.
You don't remember that?
No, it has the ring of truth to it. It rings true.
You're a doof.
What? That's a Lord of the Rings reference. That's what we're supposed to do.
That is not a Lord of the Rings reference, you dip.
Well, it was from The Hobbit.
It Rings True is from The Hobbit?
Yeah. The cartoon?
Don't. See? That doesn't count. Ralph Bakshi does not fucking count. Okay?
Ralph Bakshi didn't do The Hobbit.
Yeah, he did. Who did? Rankin Bass.
Yes, Rankin and Bass did The Hobbit and The Return of the King. Ralph Bakshi did the Lord of the Rings animated movie.
All I remember about The Hobbit was where there's a whip, there's a way.
The greatest adventure is what lies ahead.
I didn't want to remember that one.
Now you do.
I tried very difficult.
Well,
I work so hard on things. And you just come up and you smack them to the ground.
What? What have I smacked?
My remembrance of that, I was done with it, didn't think about it. Bang! The greatest adventure.
I like your Ethel Merman impersonation. Like, that's a nice touch.
You weren't doing any better.
Well, it sounded better to me. So
everybody knows, we would like to welcome several people to our Facebook likes.
Yes, yeah, we have people who like us.
Yes. Jonathan Milter, glad you came around. Hope you're actually listening.
So, send us an email.
Or at least, Facebook something. You're here. We know you're here. You can't hide now.
You've admitted in public that you like us. And that's the first step towards recovery.
The first step is admitting you have a problem. He says with a beer in his hand.
I don't have two. No problem.
This is, in fact, your third, however.
Nope.
I know it's your second. I'm fucking with you.
I'll hit three.
Gemma Alarcon, glad she was around.
Thank you, Gemma.
Eric Yacko, proprietor of Alternate Universe.
Thank you, Eric.
Half proprietor.
And isn't he a podcaster as well?
I don't remember if he's actually in the podcast.
I thought he was.
But he might be. Unfortunately, I now have to admit that I haven't listened to it in a very long time.
Great. And we're disliked. Yay!
All right. And Jim Cole, great guy.
It is a great podcast, though, so we'll do a little shout-out towards it.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Give him the name.
Which one?
Of the podcast.
Of whose podcast?
Eric's.
I'm screwing around. Yes, it's Secret Identity Podcast. You can find them on the Comics Podcast Network, and you can Google them and get their own name, and it's awesome.
Although I believe, now in retrospect, I believe that Eric is involved in some way. We may have just totally shouted out a podcast that poor Eric has nothing to do with, in which case I will feel horrible. But he's also got a comic book shop, so please check that out.
Yes. Both of them in Milford, Connecticut, and New Haven.
There you go. Look
Down
at that.
by
Look
Yale.
at the plugs.
See, we're doing fine. Savan Gupta, the insanely funny alter true ego of, I can't even say this shit with a straight face.
Come on, give us the
account
name.
name Slick Bass
Let's be honest.
of the ASS Tinless.
Account name Slick Brass is the true identity.
Well, I
Savan
probably
Gupta is who has to get through the day. Because that dude goes home, opens the door, shuts the door, and the Count
Puts on
Brass
that
is sitting
hat.
there. Yeah. Well, I don't even think he needs a costume change. As soon as, he's away from the 9 to 5 or the 6 to 3 or whatever reality-crushing soul is. He might have a great job for all I know. But my point being is that man relaxes as the Count of Slick Brass every day of his life.
Savan is the mask, and Slick Brass is the real man.
Yep.
Very much like Batman in that respect,
Or the Reverend Mad Dog.
if you say so.
Well, which is the character and which is me?
That's always been difficult.
Yeah.
Since
You see where I'm going?
10th grade, I was like, who is this character?
I lived the dream.
Agustin Garriga Boteo.
Welcome, Augustin.
Garriga.
No, I'm not doing that. No, I'm going to
Boteo.
get that horribly wrong. I'm stopping with Augustin.
Jesse Nowak.
Welcome.
No wacky.
Talented
Andrew
voice
Richard Peterson.
actress.
Yes, that's right. She is.
Catch her in many, many films that I haven't seen.
Right. And Rob Caba. Everyone else has been a fan for a very long time.
And
we're
welcome, Rob.
So glad to have you on our Facebook page.
But wait, there's more. Not in this.
It's
Totally
not
different
found in
more.
any store.
What?
Can you find it in any store?
No, it's a conversation.
What conversation?
It's mine, and I'm about to have it, bitch. Deal with it.
All right. So what do you got?
I watched an anime.
Oh my God in heaven! You.
Yeah, I know. I was shocked too.
All right. Okay. I'm going to kick back. I'm going to leave the computer alone, and I'm going to listen to you having watched an anime after a good 17 years of not.
That's not true. I saw there were like 3 or 4 throughout 17 years that I've checked out, but the overall is not high. No.
But those are probably movies, right? You were always.
No, I did remember there was that whole weird period where I liked something called Fushigi
Yugi?
Yeah,
You watched that?
Yeah, something with because
You are a 14-year-old girl.
Well, I got compared to some sort of character like this gym coach / alcoholic superhero.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I had to check it out, and it was funny. But yeah, so I mean, there was a reason I had to check it out because apparently I was living it. He was clean shaven though, so there was like no real similarities. But yes, I watched something called High School of the Dead, a anime zombie encounter.
Which I'm already putting on Netflix right now. High School of the Dead.
Yep.
I
watched the first 10 of 12. I haven't gotten around to the final 2.
All right.
And decent. Pretty good art. They have something which I mentioned this to you before outside of Podcastum, so I guess not really. But it has something called fan service, which I find a tad bit creepy.
Yes. Fan service, I had to explain to Bill, to the Reverend. It's not really a concept that you're supposed to
It's
be
like Charlie's
working
Angel. It's
for.
like an animated jiggle factor.
Well, yeah, and you're servicing the fans. The unspoken fan desire is, I want jiggle.
Right.
And so when they give it to you, whether it's when it's overt and it's pushing it, and they know they're desperately trying to appeal to a fanboy,
right?
That's fan service.
Okay,
it's very fan service is self-aware that it's going. Here's boobies.
Okay, this was some overt shit right here. Okay, like if being smacked in the face is overt, then this shit was being hit by a 2x4 by a muscle-bound jerkwad. Okay?
Muscle-bound jerkwad.
This was some overt, big-time happening fan service. There's a whole lot of jiggly, cartoony booby things happening, which threw me off a little bit, but it's the art is very impressive. The zombie stuff was well done. And they build the characters nicely. I mean, there's just
El Colonel didn't catch you watching that, right?
No. Well, I didn't know at first. I'm just like, oh,
I
man.
didn't. That's where I'm leaving it. I'm fucking with you.
I just saw zombies and anime, and I'm like, well, we are going to GobbleCon. Anime listeners have been listening more and more to the podcast, so I should watch something. I don't try.
Wow, you proactively contributed.
I know, it's so shocking. Does it make up for my entire family not knowing I was on a podcast?
No.
But
No, it's like, wait, you have a pseudo internet radio show that other people know about, and then you talk, and you're like, yes, Mom, we're the fucking Howard Sterns of the comic world. It's not. You don't need to be impressed, Mom.
We're the Baba Booies. We're not famous and we're not popular.
Baba What's a Baba Booey?
I have no idea, but I know it's somewhere on the Howard Stern show.
Oh, well, that's why I wouldn't know it.
But yeah, so I was like, okay, I like zombies.
Yeah.
I will try this. I mean, there have been several anime. Ninja Scroll, I'm a huge fan of. I liked Akira. It's such a suck up. Like, oh, it's like, hey, I have one black friend. I enjoyed Akira.
Pretty much. I mean, Akira is the catch-all. Of course I've seen anime. You can't say you've seen anime if you haven't seen Akira.
Ninja Scroll isn't really
And then
much
you get
better.
all self-indignant and self-righteous.
I had
like,
Princess...
How dare you impugn my fucking anime-watching capabilities and cred.
Nope, I had Princess Mononoke on DVD
And then the
somebody
kids
borrowed
with
it.
700 phone books full of manga are just like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Go away.
Yeah.
And you saw Mononoke, you like that?
Yeah.
What was the movie Spirit something or another?
Spirited Away?
Yeah, that one. Is that
Yeah.
anything?
Yes.
I have not seen that.
Then I've seen it. Whoa!
Our audience has seen Spirited Away once.
Woohoo! But
Twice. Ooh.
So I would actually...
She's an anime fan now.
But yes, so I had never seen anything with the whole fanny service type thing on the bottom.
It's not fanny service.
Oh.
It's fan service.
But so that caught me a little bit by surprise. Just saying. So from there though, it was enjoyable. I endorse it. It's worth checking out. Is it like famous or awe-inspiring? No.
Probably not.
Oh, I saw that Cowboy Bebop movie a few years ago.
Yes, I'm sure you enjoyed that, correct?
Confused the living bejesus out of me.
I liked it. It was well, the movie was kind of a
I'd never seen the show, so
continuation slash mishmash of the show, and so it was kind of hard to be like, what you talking about, my man?
Yeah, there's a whole lot of stuff that you probably would have totally understood easily if you watched the show.
Right.
But there were some very cool things. The art was really good in that.
Yes.
But so that's my big anime story is I watched an anime.
And I was a big fan of the opening theme music. That real fast, hippity-hoppity jazz.
Yeah,
That was
I have no
good.
idea what you're talking about.
In Cowboy Bebop.
This was years ago. I saw it once. People, stop that right now. I swear to God. That is so unacceptable.
Holy shit. Here
What?
it is.
What?
We got what I've been waiting for months. Star Wars, and this is breaking news. You're going to hear it 30 days from now, but it's breaking news to us here. The new Star Wars game, the WoW, continuing, always on, never ending, no storyline, but
Like the other one that you played.
yes, no, but better.
Okay.
I think.
Theoretically.
I hope it better be.
Achievably
I
better.
ain't paying for this shit a third time.
Yes, you are. Anyway.
Released December 20.
Aha, just in time for Christmas.
Yeah, just
As
in
if-
time to catch me at my lowest fucking cash flow.
What, you might get it from Christmas? With
Nobody's
all
gonna
those
get
piles
me.
of gifts that you get every year?
You know, let me pause right here so I can punch you in the neck. Pause. Punch! Neck. Unpause.
Ow.
I'm suddenly fucking very happy about this.
Sweet.
I'm gonna be a bounty hunter!
Wookiee Love is back.
Wookiee Love is not fucking back, you asshole.
What?
Do we have to go through this every time we talk about Star Wars games?
Yes.
Why?
Wookiee Love and Space Frogs.
Is that a title? Have we discussed that before?
Probably. But go ahead, I mean.
Yes, the Rev irritated the fuck out of me while I was playing Rage of the Wookiees expansion for Star Wars Galaxies by continually calling it Wookiee Love.
You can't say it like that. You gotta be like, Wookiee Love.
Wookiee Love!
There it is. See? You know, it sells it.
Yeah! Works every time. No. And then I was battling some bizarre-ass creature in the sands of Tatooine. Oh, which is another cool story. They found an actual planet orbiting a binary sun a couple weeks ago. That was cool news to read. That's very geeky to know.
Finding more
They
planets.
found fucking Tatooine, man.
Did they name it Tatooine?
Well, inside the, in-joke, goofy astrophysicist circles. That's not going to be its, like, official international name.
How awesome would that be? I mean,
That would be awesome. There would be 7 kinds of awesome.
Why not do that, really?
I don't see a reason why not to. I mean, shit. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, there's these giant-ass creatures.
You acknowledge that they were space frogs. Like, let's not
What
try
else
and
could
say-
they really fucking be? But you won't leave it alone.
Yeah, because they were... Because I walked in, the first time I ever saw you play this game, you were slapping space frogs in the head. I'm like, what the fuck?
I was not slapping space frogs in the head. I was shooting them. I was shooting them.
Okay, yeah, shoot the space frogs.
How can you turn something so stupid and innocuous into something so apparently filthy?
And annoying.
Sure.
It's a gift.
There are other gifts, aren't there?
Not that I got.
Oh, shit.
Shoot that space
I'm going to
frog.
get a beer. You figure out what to talk about next. So, I did knock out a book this last week.
Was it fucking with you?
No, not that kind of knockout.
Oh, I see.
I read it thoroughly through and through. It was a Dark Horse trade paperback.
Oh, yeah?
Yes. Conan,
Oh, hey, that's mine.
the Hand of Nurgle.
Such a rough title.
Isn't it, though?
Yeah, I was sitting there like, hey, I will read... Oh, fuck,
I'm like,
really?
I'm flipping it over in my head, and I'm thinking, Nergal. Nergul. Nurgle. 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 It sounds like a Muppet.
Yeah,
Nurgle.
it's halfway between Urkel from that Family Matters sitcom and
Yeah.
Nerd. Yeah,
It's pretty bad. But it was fucking Conan Zombies.
Yeah, it was
So
solid.
I'm
solid
fine
read.
with that.
Yeah.
It was CBU plus.
Now, it was the first, again with that, it was the first time that Timothy Truman, the artist,
Yes.
was writing the Conan book. Before that, it was actually Kurt Busiek who had taken over, who had
Uh-huh.
started up the Dark Horse run of Conan.
And from all understandings, that was in fact pretty good.
Yeah, so I've heard.
I didn't hit it myself because the same old limits that have to be
well,
hit all the
it
time.
is on my list as my, once every 2 weeks paycheck comes in. I have thought of putting that up there, so
Yeah.
perhaps we'll do that if you enjoyed this.
Yes, I will read another one of those.
And since it looks like unless fate is much kinder to us than it usually is, I will not be joining you for New York Comic Con due to some communication flaws.
And I fully copped to that.
Well, I appreciate that because I did my best on this one.
I know I made a mistake. I tried to correct myself several times, and I just kept giving out. I'd say it, and I'd correct it, and I'd say it, and I'd correct it, and I'm sorry.
It is what it is. But I'll be sending a couple of bucks with you. That was horrifying. You literally just vomited a bug. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll be sending a couple bucks with you so you can pick up some extra graphics in that scheme
usual.
while you're up there. Yeah. Although hopefully this time you'll remember to do so.
You give me a list, and I'll do it. I mean, it's that simple. Write it down. I will knock it out.
Well, you are king of that. So we have to find time to raid your attic and pull the correct books for you this time.
What do you mean?
Because that worked
correct?
phenomenally well last time in New York.
Yeah, last year was great. It worked out pretty well.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to go through the list again, which we'll probably knock out in a half an episode or so.
Yeah.
So, and another Conan thing, I got Conan of Samaria.
Nice. That's a good read.
The plain old prose book from the library book sale.
I am a big fan of Robert E. Howard, as you know, and Conan of Samaria is definitely a fun one.
And I read a couple of the fragments of a couple of things. I can't remember because it's lost in the mist's fucking time, much like Atlantis. Aha! Link up there.
Yes. Wow. We segue like we're riding a two-wheeled tricycle.
What?
A Segway.
A two-wheel tricycle?
Isn't that kind of what it is?
That's very much what it is. I had never heard that before, but that is bang on. Wow, we're just not talking any kind of comics today, are we?
That's not true. We mentioned Conan earlier. I think, you know what? I think it's time. It's been a long time.
You want a top 5, don't you?
It's the top 5 time.
I fucking hate you.
What?
What is this week's top 5?
Top 5 cartoons based on comic books.
Oh, I mean, how is that even a fucking top 5 list?
It's your top 5.
Which always ends up the same
That's what?
over and over again.
Well, no, you occasionally...
You talk comics, and I'll go in descending order this time.
All right, descending
We've
order.
already talked about it, so... Hello, Batman, Taz, hi. How are you?
Batman and Taz.
No. Taz. Batman, Taz.
Oh, what?
The animated series.
Oh, I was totally thinking of that Tasmania cartoon with the Tasmanian devil and his family.
No.
I'm like, dude, first off, no comic book. Second off, tool bag. There's your
Tool
alternate
bag.
title right there. Second off,
Tool bag. No. The second one was the 60s Spider-Man.
No.
No, that's Batman.
It's really almost the same song. If you break it down, it's slightly different, but...
Da-na-na, da-na-na,
You ever hear the
da-na-na.
Ramones
That's
version of
not the
that?
same.
That's
Yes,
hysterical.
I've heard that. That's pretty funny.
All right, number 3.
Number 3 is comic book based. It's The Tick.
Tick only comes in third. Intriguing.
You
Well,
know,
it
only
live action.
It only lasted 2 seasons, so it doesn't have the body of work that
the
either of the
60
other two
Spider-Man
do.
does? How long
The
did that
60
last?
Spider-Man has like 100 episodes.
Good God,
Yeah,
really?
it's nuts. Or 4, depending on how you look at it. But
Moving on.
plot-wise,
Oh,
it's only got like 4.
That's not true. Mysterio's in like 7 of them.
Yeah, but he's always trying to rob a bank, so
Well-
that's one plot for 7 episodes. Oh shit! Avengers.
The
Or
current
it's
one.
the current Avengers.
Have you watched the whole thing yet?
Not the whole thing,
But
the
you're-
ones I did watch, I loved phenomenally, and I know it's just going to be awesome.
Oh, wow, a preemptive list entry.
Justice League and Justice League / Unlimited.
Uh-huh.
That's all of them, right?
That's 5.
There we go.
Where's Aquaman?
Aquaman is a novelty that will never get watched again.
I'm totally watching that again, and you'll be with me.
Not if I can help it.
Well, you can't.
More
so, I mean,
particularly if I have a baseball bat.
when's the last time you even touched a baseball bat?
Well, I rearranged the one on the porch the other day.
In case the King of England comes by.
I was cleaning up and I just moved it, you know?
Bats, you now go here. I am athletic. No, bald face laugh.
I did touch it.
I acknowledge this. I acknowledge that occasionally you will touch strange bats.
Oh, I knew you. See, I was waiting. And I'm like, this is an awful long pause for a joke from him.
It's
You know?
the build-up. It's all about the build-up. You've never respected the build-up. All right, so your top 5 for me.
You're a rough one to pick for because I kind of want to stump you and make you think, but we always end up just going a lot.
No one enjoys radio as much as the long, awkward pause of.
Top 5 comic book supplies.
Define.
You know, boards, boxes, bags.
All right, well, there's 3.
That's totally not it.
Okay. I'm like, yeah, this is the worst top 5 of all time.
Mercenaries.
Top 5 mercenaries.
Sure.
Okay.
You're never gonna do it because that's a lame
I can totally
fucking
do this.
category.
I can totally
it's
do
such
this.
a lame category. Grifter.
Nope. Doesn't make the top 5. Number
Deathstroke.
1. Deathstroke is number 1. Number 2. Mark Hazard. Merc.
Oh, you are a liar. You're a liar.
No, he'd be number 5. Number 2. Deadshot.
Deadshot. Okay, I got you.
And I am a legitimate Deadshot fan.
You are, in fact.
I've even looked for the miniseries in public. So, you know.
in public.
All right, number 3.
I've done it in public. What the hell is wrong with you?
El Flamingo.
What?
No.
You a liar.
It's a big lie. Oh, God, mercenary. Major Blood from G.I. Joe.
Wow. Did you ever catch Finish up, then we'll go to...
Yeah, because you just totally started to have a conversation there in the middle of a top 5.
Yeah.
Faux pas.
I know,
sir.
I stopped.
Faux pas.
I stopped.
I just wanted to say faux pas.
Again.
And again.
And again.
Ad infinitum. And your top there, too. Oh, yeah. All right. Favorite mercenary number 4. Oh, I fucking hate you for this category so much. John Sable Freelance, the Mike Rell creation.
Wow. Getting obscure up in that motherfucker.
Can I just say, for the record, that nothing sounds more porn-like than comicdom than the phrase John Sable Freelance. Like, just no. No.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I do. Ask Mike. Ask Mr. Grell.
Hey, you met him. You got me a signed Longbow Hunters, which is still one of the coolest things I own, and will not be entering the giveaway.
No, it will not be in the contest. Thank you very much.
Didn't
Neither
you get one
will
signed
any
as
of
well?
the Chaikin stuff either. Yes, I had some Grell stuff signed.
What do you have?
Fucking Longbow Hunters. What do you think?
All right.
Hey, what else?
That's 4. Number 5. Actually, no. We're going to switch everything up because number 1, I've been saving this whole time.
Really?
Yep. Or
So just
thought
put
of.
those back in reverse order?
No, everybody else is going to move down a spot. And Mark Hazard, Merc, is moving off the list altogether because the number 1 favorite mercenary, Gru.
Gotcha. You're good. You got it together, baby. You got it
All
together.
right, so question about G.I. Joe.
Have you seen Resolute?
What the hell is Resolute?
It's the movie cartoon.
No.
Written by Warren fucking Ellis.
It does sound like something I should watch.
Yes.
All right, well.
The first thing they do is fucking kill Baron Blood.
Major.
Major Blood. Why do I keep saying Baron?
Because Baron Blood is the vampire Cap villain.
Yes, that Cap killed and felt guilty for about 50 issues.
Yeah, who feels bad about killing a vampire? Like, that's...
Because there's always a way.
That's like that chick in high school that, was like, don't step on this spider. No.
Or Binkley.
Binkley.
We're breathing and slaughtering thousands of germs.
Killing me. But you just don't get enough Bloom County references.
Nobody makes enough Bloom County references. Ever. Right? I'm right. You can say I'm right.
You are right in that. I will give you that one.
See, it's about fucking time you admitted I was right about something.
It took you saying not enough people mentioned a cartoon I enjoyed in the 80s, but that was, you're right. Woohoo. Dare to be great.
That's not happening this episode.
All right.
Any other crazy randomness?
This is a particularly random.
Well, every once in a while you just got to BS it.
And be entertaining instead of talking about the pile.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Fuck the pile.
have you thought of it? You get to read free fucking comics. Don't you give me any shit.
Hey, many of them are not good by your own admission.
That's not my fault.
You bring them to me.
Yeah.
You don't edit.
And yet I'm the one that pays for them.
Which is hysterical. I
So-
give you that, yeah. But you
You get to read bad comics on my dime.
That's just a horrible description of my life right there. Yeah. I pay so you can not enjoy yourself. Yay! Freedom! Braveheart had nothing to do with this.
Should that be the title?
There's so many title options.
Oh.
All right.
I don't know what else to do. What do you want to do?
Well, we got New York Comic-Con coming up where you'll be going with one of the many proxy non-Reverend Mad Ducks, it looks like.
Yeah, well, Dan is a huge fan,
Yeah.
and he's on his medication now, so crowds don't bother him.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh,
I don't
good
know.
for him.
Zoloft or Prozac or lithium or any combination of the three.
Maui wowie.
He's no longer a fucking maniac
Purple
when there's
smoke
actual
dragon.
people around him. Yeah, Dan ain't listening anyway, so we don't give a shit. Wink, wink. Hi, Dan.
Hello.
Anyway.
And then we have the hopeful GobbleCon, although that's also going to be challenging because who throws a convention 2 days before Thanksgiving?
You can't rag on our fucking new partners, okay?
I like the people at GobbleCon. I'm just not sure I'll be able to attend. I will do my best, but
You're going to make me go to Stanford by myself again.
hey, we almost died on the last trip. I drove in a hurricane for the last con.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you a
And
pass.
I
on
had
this
to
one.
listen to freaking Star Wars Zombies because of you.
I didn't feel like pulling it out of the disc player.
Yeah, yay for that.
There's a level of laziness that every nerd must be prepared to accept.
Dude,
And
I
if it
didn't want to
means
hit
Star Wars
eject.
zombies.
I didn't want to hit eject. That's a level of lazy that's just uncalled for. I could stop listening to this, but then I'd have to move a finger. Fuck you. Fuck you and your tired goat ass. That's uncalled for.
Goat ass.
Yeah, I said it. I was here. All right.
Goat
I think we've
smelling ass.
randomed it up to death. Do you have any last minutes? Anything going on? Anything geeky coming up?
You know, yeah. Do you think it's close enough for the official announcement of our little my little creative photo project?
You've announced it like 3 times. Also, you drooled on yourself.
I did not drool. That's beer.
It better be drool.
Drool is
You're
not.
gonna get punched.
You're not. It's a 1/100th of a half an ounce.
Homie does
Don't
not play
shake
that.
your fucking head at me. Well, it's official. It's almost complete. It will be released somewhere in October.
Are you? All right. Let's build. We're gonna build excitement, kiddies. Get ready.
All right.
Will you be making it a comic?
I will be making it a comic. It will start out as a web-based comic.
But there will be a text version at some point.
Well, a print version.
Oh yeah, there'll be text on there.
Yeah, because the text version is technically the script.
I stand corrected.
I
right.
mean, if you think about it, instead of guzzling
Will you get
booze all
sued
afternoon,
over this?
I am very likely to at least get a cease and desist order.
Really?
Well, it depends on how much furor it kicks up.
Intriguing. Do you feel mystified? Yeah, because it's still building. All right, next question. I have no more questions. That's as much mystifying as you get. The building is over. Go ahead. What have you done?
I have spent over $150.
Only you would think of it that way.
Aside from the camera that was $168. See, and you already know it's a photo project. This is the Bendis method, by the way. Take a point that lasts about a half a page and make it into a whole trade paperback.
Keep pushing.
I've spent over $150 buying clone action figures.
And accoutrements.
Mainly a squirrel bird feeder to take the place of a bunker.
No, you bought a land speeder and a...
I didn't buy... Oh, I did. Snow speeder.
No.
Technically, it's a snow speeder. And I stole a copy of Photoshop.
Probably not the best thing to say when you're already discussing
Adobe
it,
Corporation is not listening to us tonight.
Who knows where any of these people work?
None of them are working at Adobe Corporation. Or they would have sent us a free fucking piece of software by now.
Yeah. Our fan base is so known for its sending of free shit.
You know, that's another thing that pisses me off. We got 53 motherfuckers listening to us, supposedly. And then, you know, the guys over at Legion of Dudes,
Yep.
man, they get stuff sent to them all the time. Send me shit, bitches.
Dude, I'm the entertaining one.
Send us shit, bitches.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you for that sad and pathetic inclusion into the free crap thing that will never ever fucking happen. That I had to actually ask for. Rapture. Literally, angels coming down to heaven and blowing horns. Rapture.
If it makes you feel uncomfortable and angry, I've fulfilled my purpose. Anyway, the point being, I don't have a catchy title for it yet, so
Clone Platoon.
will have to do. I have recreated nearly scene for scene, except for the absolute most disturbing shit.
Because so many nerds enjoy it when you leave that out.
You know what? I have my goddamn limits, okay? There's material I'm not recreating with fucking action figures. It's just not fucking happening. I have recreated, almost shot for shot, the 1986 Oliver Stone Vietnam movie, Platoon, with clone figures. Running around in fucking snow speeders in my backyard that looks like a goddamn jungle.
It's all true.
Very, very soon, the website will be up, and that is officially titled Super Macho Jedi Knight. Just so you know.
Are you serious?
I'm absolutely serious. SuperMachoJediKnight.com. Home of the Mean Geek Media Projects. Soon to be followed by another strip if you ever get off your ass and write a goddamn script.
It sounds so much like work.
Remember, winter is coming, so if we have to take advantage of outside photography light, think snowtroopers.
Oh. Now, see, now you're putting limitations
I
on
have
my
4 of them.
creativity.
No, expansions upon it.
All right, fine.
No, it's going to be a lot of fun. The preliminary buzz from the little circle of friends is, to be taken with a grain of salt. One,
Yeah.
but otherwise extremely positive.
Woohoo. You bring Star Wars and volleyball together, and you get...
That's the next project, dummy.
Oh, yeah. I knew that. I'm building mystery. Remember from before, I'm doing it again.
They can't hear that.
Well, fuck then.
I hate you so much. Kids, 39 minutes is about as far as we can go with absolutely nothing to base any shit on.
So, you can listen to the whole podcast and have a snack. It's a win-win.
Yeah, you can go make a sandwich.
Or 2. Sandwiches are good.
We're done. Good night.
Bless you, fuckers.
I just set up yours, baby.
The Mean Geek is recorded live at the Reverend Mad Duck's apartment whenever the hell we can get to it. You can find us on iTunes, Podcast Alley, Facebook, Comic Space, our own site, www.themeangeek.com. Subscribe to us through RSS, and most importantly, find us as a proud member on the Comics Podcast Network. Contact us directly through email at themeanergeek@gmail.com.